for more reviews, please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the War for Cybertron Earthrise Wheeljack figure. Now, by the time I'm doing this video, this figure's been out for a while, but I had to hunt to find it, and I only found it at my my local Myers store. So, I know it's been reviewed. We'll do a very quick review comparison of it. We'll connect it to Earthrise because in his instructions, Wheeljack was the one that he was connected to. Additionally, this is a two-parter. If everything goes correctly in part 2, I should be customizing or have already customized Wheeljack. Now that video is going to take a little bit. I ordered some of the 3D DIY parts from China, and I intend to pull this Wheeljack apart and put it back together, and paint it, do all that kind of stuff with it. Additionally, I watched, I think it was Bolt Matrix's review where his was just falling apart. I'm going to see if I can customize the joints to see if I can actually keep them in there, or if they're intentional breakpoints. So again, this video is going to be a quick review. We're going to throw Ironworks onto him, see how that works, and then we will leave it at there. And in the second part of the review, the second review after this, I will reference this one and pull up video from it and show comparisons before and after when I get done. So, having said that, I'm going to pause right here, and through the magic of television and YouTube-itis, I guess, I don't know, we're going to take him out of the box and jump right into the quick comparison review. So here is Ironworks all plastered onto Wheeljack, and I mean the arm, the crane, the thing, it gives him some extra height. I'm not going to count this as height. To the head, he's coming in at about 5 3/4 now, so nothing changes shoulder to shoulder. Articulation is not affected, shouldn't be affected at all with any of this on it, except maybe, even the ankle tilt and stuff is still there. So, I think I'm going to end up buying another Ironworks, and I think I'm going to customize him at the same time to make him more in line with Wheeljack. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end up doing that. Why don't we go ahead and pull all this off and look at Wheeljack in the appropriate way. Just to be thorough, and in case it changes, we'll cover articulation and height real quick. I don't expect height to change, but, be thorough. So we're looking at about 4 3/4 inches high. Shoulder to shoulder, we're looking at about 2 3/4. Depth-wise, about 1.5 to 1 3/4 inches. Articulation, this thing pops off, you can go under the shoulder. The head is on a tight ball joint, but it can go all the way around. a little bit of wiggle. Shoulders can go all the way around. They can go up to here on a hinge. Yeah, you can go up to there. Whee! These things move back and forth. Although there is a stop for them, they stop right there. Pardon me. Waist swivel, no ab crunch. 90 degrees of bend on the elbow. Thigh rotation built into a mushroom peg right there. And we have hand rotation, no in and out. Single molded hand. He can definitely do the splits. And because of the way that they're designing their figures, that is as far as he can go flat-footed. The knee, single hinge gets you that far. Articulation for the ankles, the feet can go all the way down. Can't really go up because of the transformation, and you just saw the rocker. So that is his articulation. I'm going to do some detailed scans of him, and I'll throw them on here, and then we'll hop into transformation in a prompt and efficient manner. Transforming old Wheeljack here isn't so hard. I've gone ahead and removed the gun for expediency, and again, this is not a cold transformation the way I normally try and do things. This is one of those I've looked at, played with. Bolt Matrix was I think it was Bolt, was having problems with the parts coming off. I can truly say I have not seen that. The only thing that came off, there's the little pieces of windshield right here. One of them did, but that happens. So go ahead and get your stuff here out of the way, like that. Pull your legs down, do this, rotate around, like that. Pop in your head, pull these up, and there's a pin and a port right here that will connect that right there. Pin and port, just like that. And again, I'm not knocking in any way, shape, form, or fashion Bolt Matrix there. He just, look, we never know what we're going to get. Excuse me. I have seen instances where, you know, we've had figures that were near perfect out of the box, and then I've seen ones that we had to work to make sure we didn't destroy upon the very first transformation. And there's nothing worse than you spending time and money on something and the product is inferior. There's a pin and a port right there. There's a product that's inferior and you can't make it work the way that it was designed, either through poor design or poor quality control or just poor manufacturing in general. So that's how you transform it into car mode. Real simple, real simple. Taking it back, you just basically reverse everything you just did. I will say that is a very tight connection right there. I'll have to remember that when I'm doing the customization, so that I don't accidentally damage it. Put that down and see just the way that this works. These are designed to come off in case you get a little rough with it, because the transformation is not as smooth as you would probably like it to be. So just be mindful of that. It's not that it's doing bad, it's just it's designed to allow for some rough handling. And I've always said that, you know, the mainline stuff like this, I truly believe it's not for us as collectors. It's made primarily for a child to play with. And children are a little bit rougher with this stuff typically than we are, because we recognize normally the value of the money that we've placed into these figures, whereas a child is just going to go and typical children are just going to go and, you know, maybe mess them up, not intentionally, but simply through the act of being a kid. I mean, yeah, I'm rambling on here. That's Wheeljack. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, Wheeljack. Do 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 do. Wait a minute. What just happened there? What do you mean? He's not a bot. You're not mad at him? That's Wheeljack. Wheeljack's okay. But he's not a bot. Have you seen some of the stuff he builds? I mean, the destructive power. I mean, it's great. How can I be mad at Wheeljack? He's like the greatest guy, the greatest Autobot. Except, unfortunately, he can't get me in focus. Ah! Final thoughts-wise, again, video 1 of 2. This figure's fine. It's a mainline Hasbro product. I don't know if it's worth 20 bucks or not, but it is what it is, as they say. So, yeah. Playability, it's okay. Just be mindful of transformation. Materials, actually, Hasbro kind of went a little low on this one. I'm not entirely sure if the quality is there in the plastic. It feels kind of weak in spots. I don't know. It's not your typical hard plastic that we actually sometimes get from Hasbro. The cost, 20 bucks. I'd be happier paying 15 for it, but I do understand inflation. So, in fact, I teach inflation. So, yeah, I guess it's okay. It's alright. If you like the figure, you're going to buy it, regardless of whether anybody says yes or no. So this is Tom. Thanks for watching. I do recommend it. And come back here, it may take a couple months, but come back here and see the final conclusion of this second video where I tear this thing apart. I may already have it torn apart. And we customize it. We paint it. We put on new parts. We take a look at it. I'll see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.